Tennessee Titans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field in the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Cook again. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Allen now on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 47 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Going to go on 4th down. On the catch, it's Crowder. Touchdown! Jamison Crowder. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Willis. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Willis. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give them a 1st down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Allen off the play fake. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more. On second down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Again, it's Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for our defense, because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Willis will look to throw on first down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And that one makes it 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To the air, Allen. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Willis looking to throw it. As this complete to Woods. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Steps away to his left. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into the... You have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Hold the same.
Fourth down, Willis. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Left side, Cook. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Cook up the gut. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A first down carry for Henry. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Willis looks to pass it here. Buying time to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
But defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, Need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing now is Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Touchdown, Bills. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Willis now off play action. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Here's Cook again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Running for it. Here's Cook. And some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook 42 yards. And the Bills are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Bass on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On play action, Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run the counter with Cook. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Option play, here's Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 146 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Allen going to try and keep it. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on a 2-yard keeper. And the Bills continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Willis got to have this one. And Woods has it complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Third down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Dragon 60. Go 3. Ready.
Willis, fourth down, has to have it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it go again. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody.